Hello and welcome back. In this session we are diving into inheritance in C#. Basically, it's a cornerstone of object-oriented programming. We can say inheritance allow you to create new classes that reuse, extend, and enhance functionality from existing one. By the end of this session, you will understand how inheritance works, its advantages, and how to apply this kind of code into your project. So let's start. What's basically inheritance? In programming, it's a mechanism where a class known as a derived class inherits the properties and the method from another class, which we call it the base class. That's basically allows the derived class to reuse and extend the functionality of the base class, promoting code efficiency, reducing redundancy, and improving the overall modularity of your code. Think of the base class like an animal, which is gonna define common behavior like any animal in the world gonna eat or sleep. Specific animal like dog and cat inherit those kind of behavior, and in meantime they are adding their own unique features to that one. Let me switch to Visual Studio and have an example from there. Welcome back. So here we have the inheritance example on top of C#12. We are defining the base class, in our case class animal, which is gonna define two methods, eat and sleep. And after that we are using this colon to indicate that a class, call it dog, gonna inherit its values or parameters or attributes or methods from the parent class, in our case gonna be animal. And here we are defining a unique feature for the dog class, bark. And if you're gonna scroll down to the main, we gonna define an object from a class, call it dog. And here, as you can see, the dog object have the access for the three methods, not only one. He have the access to bark, which is like specific to dog, and the other two coming from the animal class. And let me have a look. If we're gonna execute out this application, we can find in the console that the animal eat food, the animal sleep, both of them coming from the animal, and that specific feature coming from dog. So as we can see, here we have two key features of inheritance. The first, code reusability, which like the dog class reuse eat and sleep method from the animal base class. Beside, we have the extension here inside this method, as like dog class gonna extend the functionality by adding extra feature, which is basically unique for the derived class.